Hoi hoi, Zekurias here. This is gonna be a tips and tricks video for beginner on how to make your Hero Siege life a lot easier. You can check out the timestamps below if you're looking for something specific. First is getting a companion. And no, I don't mean a mercenary. You can actually have a small pet that follows you around like this. It will pick up gold and keys for you, and it works like the Relic magnet, but it's much better. And you don't have to spend a relic slot on it. And the best part, you can get one for free. Just press escape, go to your shop, then the clothing tab, companions, and then you can see a different amount of companions, but there's one that you can get from free, and that's the Chaos Towers one. All you have to do is to verify your email to Hero Siege. I will put down a link in the description. And the next tips is your mercenary. You can go to Garnor in the first town at the training dummies, and you can buy a follower for him. And the followers have their own talent and their own gearing. So really useful. But what you might not know is that their gearing and their stats also affect you in some way. Like if you put magic fine gear or experience increase gear on them, you will also benefit from those bonuses. So when I was new to Hero Siege, I didn't know about Runewords, and I wish I had. Runewords are items you craft with specific runes, and you can see the different types of runewords in game if you press escape and then go to journal. So while leveling, you can make it a lot easier by acquiring the Runewords quick step. Either you buy it from the auction house, or you can craft them on your own if you get the runes. And the level of the gear doesn't matter at all. The only thing that matters is the quality on the base, and you have to put the runes in a specific order from left to right. And you can see that in the journal on what base item you need and which runes you need. And another good leveling item is the Scholar helmet. And a tips, if you wanna craft the runewords yourself, you want to look for bases. And like I said, the level doesn't matter at all, so you can start doing this at level 1. But you need to fix your loot filter for that. So you wanna go into escape, the option in game, and there you can see the loot filter, the settings. So you wanna see that you can see common gear, and then you wanna have the sockets amount, because the sockets amount really matters. You can't craft, example, the quick step boots unless the base item only have 2 sockets. You can't do it with 3 or 4 sockets or 1. Because you need to put 2 runes in, so it has to be 2 bases. So for example, the Scholar helmet, it needs 3 socket base. So relics are a big thing in this game, so I recommend opening a browser with the Hero Siege Relic wiki on, so whenever you find a relic in game and you're not sure what it does, you can search it on the wiki. Also, flying, it's a big thing, so always go to the blacksmith and craft random relics for 25 copper each if you haven't gotten flying. And remember, you can always convert ruby ores to copper ores. And I must stress, it is worth getting flying early. It makes leveling so much easier, so when you have to jump, you don't die. Next up is the mining skill. You don't want to skip out on the mining nodes you find out in the world if you still need to get skill points for that mineral. It's always a pain to go back to the lower level zone to grind out those last mining skills. Remember, you need 125 to mine iron, 225 to mine gold, and 500 to mine rubies. Shrines. You will encounter a lot of shrines in this game, and you need to be aware there are 3 different types. The first one, Angel Shrine. They will always give you a positive buff. Second, Devil Shrines. They will give a bigger buff than the Angel Shrine, but it has a chance to be a debuff instead. Unless you have the Relic Horned Mask, and I strongly recommend it. But if you're in a party and someone doesn't have the Horned Mask, you can still get debuffs from Devil Shrines. Very important. And the last shrine is a Chaos Shrine, and let's say they can do a lot. And they need our own video for those. Also, if you like my content, press that like button because it really helps. So in this game, you will need to grind at some point while progressing. You might need to get some extra levels before the act boss, or you need to gear up or something. So where do you want to do this grind? Best spots are the temples where the act bosses are. They have the highest level on the zones, and they are the most dense packed on the mobs. unless you happen to find an unstable rift. You always want to go into those. Yes, they can be dangerous, but they will give a huge jump in experience, and you will have a chance to get a rift of fortune, and that will give you a lot of cash. Check out, I made a video where I found a rift of fortune if you want to see how much you can make. And for gearing, you can always go to the blacksmith and craft random legendary item for 1k gold, and then gonna be at your level. So when you get to early late game, you will probably start to find some tokens. One of them is called upgrade tokens, which you can use to rank up satanics instead of using rubies. But if you want to min-max this, you want to use them on gear pieces that cost 6k rubies. And they are usually a B rank satanics, because they only cost 1 upgrade tokens. Because the next rank are gonna consume 2 upgrade tokens, and the rank below is still gonna only use 1 upgrade token. So the sweet spot is the 6k cost satanics. And for today's last tips is that quests are optional. Yes, you don't need to do the quests to progress. The rewards are not that good. But yeah, that's about it. Take care guys, and remember, hoi hoi hoi.